The spiritual trauma creates more pain than joy. I know a lot of people who put themselves in spiritual boxes. And when you put yourself in spiritual boxes, you you stereotype yourself. You decide to be in a certain way. And anything other than that, you consider yourself as non-spiritual. But what if spirituality is about truly being authentically you, truly connecting to your truth of what you are, which also includes being authentic and being open to judgment. A lot of us believe that we have to stay stuck in situations and suffer because we are spiritual. Many of us feel that being spiritual means not speaking out your truth. And when someone says something bad to you, just, being that bearer of peace and all of that. But what if that is not the truth of being spiritual? What if we are manipulated or gaslighted to be told that being spiritual means a certain thing? For me, being spiritual is being authentically you and believing that you can create a change. You can influence people by empowering them, by setting an example, by walking the talk. When someone is trying to really put you down, or when someone is really trying to make you feel bad, what if you could stand up and say that I do not take that because that is not acceptable? What if being spiritual also means having clear boundaries? What if it means that you speak up when required and you do not tolerate anything less than being treated well? The other aspect of spirituality is also about suffering. So many people believe that it is a part of life to suffer. It is a part of life to undergo a lot of suffering, and whether it means physical health. That's the reason most of us create disease, because many people believe that diseases is a part of karma and we have to go through it. What if you could simply ask for your body to heal? What if you could ask your body, okay, what can, when someone is going through a disease, we ask the body, what is it trying to show? And then the next thing we ask is, how can I change? It begins with that. But a lot of us believe that we have to suffer, whether that means health issues or whether it means staying in toxic relationships, staying in toxic friendships, being with people who are really being mean to you and saying that, okay, I'm spiritual, so I'm a torch bearer of peace, I'm all love and light, and hence I'm not going to speak anything up. The other aspect is where people live in scarcity, which is the poverty mindset, where people are not ready to receive money because money is the biggest villain on earth, according to the spiritual people. But what if money is an energy? And what if we do not have any judgments about energy, about money, about receiving? A lot of people are also manipulated spiritually, which means they are told that if you do something, you will get better in life. If you donate a lot to this particular institution, or if you donate to someone, I believe donation done out of expansiveness, out of feeling good about it, about generosity from the place of love and expansion and sharing is beautiful. But when you tell someone that, I know people who have asked me, so Ashwini, you are supposed to be a spiritual teacher. Do you donate? You should donate. Now this is exactly a very gaslighting kind of a spiritual gaslighting, where people use gaslighting to manipulate you, because your life is your choices. You are not supposed to be told by someone what to do, no matter who they are. Another thing about spiritual trauma is also believing that you have to look in a particular manner, you have to consume a certain type of food, you have to be a certain kind of person. I know people who have gone vegetarian and vegan, no points of view about them, but they don't, when they behave with other people, they are really pathetic. I know people who are pure vegetarians, who are not even consuming any meat or anything, and When they behave with people, they are really they're disempowering people. They are putting fear in people's mind. They are gaslighting people. Is that the way to live? No. Rather, I would say that, yes, of course, although vegetarianism is something which promotes ahimsa on all levels. It's beautiful to do that, but it should be completely out of choice. And it should also be that if you are vegetarian, and if you are you really being kind to people? Because just being vegetarian and being extremely mean to people does not really make you a good person, right? So what if you could choose what you truly want to, and also show that kindness and compassion to people? Now, please understand, showing kindness and compassion to people is not being a doormat. It's not being a douchebag. It's not being treated like crap and taking it all, saying that because I'm doing this because I love some person. No, that is not love. That is being taken for granted. So, for all those people who are believing that they are truly loving and kind, and they are being taken for granted and they are staying in the victim mode, please don't do that. It is time to make another choice. And we had our last video on victimhood. So get out of a victimhood and try taking your power back. Be the authentic self and see what happens. Even, I know a lot of people who say that people have left me. I have no friends left. And right now I'm all alone. And I always say, wow, how does it get even better than that? Because the people who have left you were not your people. They were the ones who were manipulating you. And the moment you started putting clear boundaries, these are the people who leave. Just say, wow, how does it get even better than that? And what will it take for people who are truly a contribution to my life to show up? There are a few words which have been used in the spiritual parlance, in the spiritual trauma, which have manipulated you to stop being you and instead being a facade or a doormat of a person. The first word is selfish. Now, the word selfish is a manipulative word because the moment someone doesn't do something because they believe it's selfish, they are not choosing to fill their cup first. They are choosing to be there for others first and then to be for themselves. But the truth is that you can't pour from an empty cup. And a lot of people tell me that just doing for others gives me joy. That is the truth. But darling, it doesn't give you joy because the truth is you are living in the martyr syndrome, which means you are living at a place where you are not being kind to you at the cost of, so you are kind to others, but you are at the cost of not being kind to you. The beauty about being kind is being kind to others, but also being kind to you, filling your cup first. And the word which can be used to manipulate you, it's selfish. The truth is there is nothing as selfishness. The word selfish was coined itself to manipulate you. How about being kind to you and being kind to others? Okay, what is not acceptable is being kind to you and being really being pathetic to others or being unkind to them. No, we are not saying that. We are saying that be kind to them, but also being kind to you. Another aspect which also comes up in this whole world is where you are told, you are being, I call this word gaslighting. What is gaslighting? Gaslighting is painting a wrong picture to someone and convincing them that that is the right picture. For example, there are spiritual cults. There are people who try to pull you. And I was told so by so many so-called spiritual friends that if you do this, you will get a breakthrough in life. If you join this particular event, you will get a breakthrough in life. Or you go to this place, you will get a breakthrough. What is this? This is gaslighting, using spirituality as a tool to gaslight someone. Whether that means taking you out of your choice. Because if you're not choosing something, they are telling you that if you don't choose this, something bad will happen to you. Go for this event, you will get a breakthrough. I believe that we all have the power of choice. And when we are locking someone out of that choice, we are spiritually gaslighting them. A lot of us are told that we need to do and be in a certain manner to get things in life. Whether that means getting money, getting abundance, having happy relationships. One of the most pathetically used gaslighting tools is telling someone that you do this and you get a good relationship. But the truth is you create your relationship from the place of your choice, because everything is a choice. And the moment you understand that, you only choose what honors you. And here I'm going to talk about, now as we spoke about the spiritual drama trauma and the spiritual gaslighting of someone in order to influence them, to convince them, and locking them out of their choice. Now you would ask me, but how will I know what choice to make? Because most people are stuck at making choices. So here one of the most amazing tools of access consciousness comes up, which is what is the truth, what is true for you will make you feel light, and what is heavy is a lie. Now many people don't even know what is heavy and what is light, because we have numbed ourselves so much that we are not aware of what heavy and light is. I had guided a group through a meditation, and there was someone who was feeling a lot of emotions, was feeling a lot of feelings come up. And I asked that person, how do you feel? She said, I was feeling heavy. Now I asked her, okay, what do you mean by you are feeling heavy? She said, I was feeling a lot of emotions come up. I was feeling that, what all can I create? What if all my wishes come true? And I said, darling, that is not heaviness. That was actually, she was excited about a lot of things, and she presumed that that is feeling heavy. What is feeling heavy? Feeling heavy is feeling fearful, feeling anxious, feeling panic, feeling fear, feeling jealousy, feeling anger. All of these are heavy feelings. What are light feelings? Light feelings when you feel a sense of joy, when you feel sense of expansiveness, possibility, happiness, when you look forward, when you get up from your bed in the morning and say, wow, what can I create today? That is the feeling of lightness. And what is light for you is always true. What is heavy for you will always be heavy. About 10, 11 years ago, I remember me having a discussion with my close set of friends, and where a couple of my friends told me that, especially this was about making choices. They said that, make a choice, what is right, what looks right, what is the right thing to do, even if it makes you feel sad. And over a period of time, you get so used to it that, you feel good with it. And thank God I did not follow those pathetic suggestions, because here what I was being told was choose what is heavy for you and numb out eventually so that it doesn't affect you. And that's how most people in this reality make choices. But what if you could use the power of choice to understand what makes you feel joyful? If certain things makes you feel heavy, if certain thing doesn't give you joy, don't choose it. However right it looks and however good it looks. So I don't blame anyone for giving those type of advices, because they were operating from the fear consciousness. They were operating from a reality where they had made those choices, and unfortunately, which did not work out for them. But over a period of time, they numbed themselves out, which means they stopped feeling bad. Numbing out your emotions means choosing something because you're supposed to, and then not feeling anything, disconnecting from emotions. Now, you know what happens when you disconnect yourself from the emotions? You numb out even the good part of emotions, which means you numb out even the happy emotions. And that's the reason most people who walk in my office for consultations, for coaching, say that, Ashwini, I don't feel anything. I don't feel happiness. I don't feel joy. Things are okay in my life, but I don't feel happiness. I don't feel joy. And there are bouts of anger, there are bouts of crying, there are bouts of feeling fearful. Why? Because they have chosen to disconnect from emotions. But what if you could use your feelings, to make a choice? What if you could choose everything that is light for you? It might look, initially, it might look something very impractical, but the power of choice is such that when you choose, you create possibilities. Many people say, I will choose when I have this, when I have that, when I have money, when I have time. But what if you could just choose and allow the possibilities to start? See, the universe is an abundant place. Every atom molecule in the universe is with you. And the moment you decide to make that choice, you commune with every power of the universe. You are the universe. We all have the power of the universe within us. And that's why you might be checking my background, and it's the universe. And I believe what if every inch of universe could contribute to you? Are you willing to choose that? And are you willing to walk out of the spiritual trauma, the upset, the intrigue, the sadness? Many people believe that the reality is sad. I once heard this from someone that I know most people appear happy outside, but they are sad inside. And it's like, well, that's what how people have created the reality. But what if the truth is you are happy inside out? You are healthy inside out. You glow with the authenticity of what you are. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. And what if you don't need to look in a particular manner, be in a particular manner, and behave in a particular manner? What if you could use the universe as the biggest contribution for your life? And what if instead of being spiritual, you could be authentic? What if instead of choosing trauma, you could choose joy? You could choose possibilities. I hope this video makes a lot of sense to you, because today when I woke up, these were the energy. This was the energy. This was the creation. This was the potency which came to me. And I actually came here and I was like, okay, I have to make this video and reach out to all of you. Before getting into access consciousness, I was living a lot of trauma, was living a lot of spiritual trauma, was manipulated by a lot of people, was gaslighted by a lot of people. But the moment I understood that I have the choice, I started creating possibilities. So, when I keep talking about access consciousness, many of you ask me, what is this? So to know more about access consciousness, log on to www.accessconsciousness.com. A beautiful modality, not a modality, okay? A way of life created by Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, liberating so many people on this earth. You can know more about Access Consciousness to book your first Access Consciousness workshop, which is the Access Bars. You can get in touch with me. We have one Access Bars training happening every month. So get in touch with me to know more about it. Trust me, it liberates you. It just liberates you. It gives you choice. It creates possibilities, and it creates so much. So to know more about Access Consciousness, log on to www.accessconsciousness.com. to learn or to be a part of Access Consciousness workshop, which just shatters all the BS in your life, get in touch with me. You can get in touch with me on inbox.unicorninsight@gmail.com or ashwini.chube@unicorninsight.com. I hope this video makes you feel the possibilities. Subscribe to our channel to know more. Bye-bye.